Hi guys, this is the Boss M5 Boss game, which is BOS GAE M5 mini desktop, and it's got the Ryzen AI Max Plus 395 with Radeon 8060S. Integrated graphics. It's got 16 cores, 32 threads. It's got 2 terabytes SSD. It's got 128 gigabyte, which is the RAM. This is configured to, it's actually configured to about, I'll show you what this has. This is got, I'll just show you the AMD. So this is the AMD software. This is Adrenaline Edition. And this, I was just playing a few games. So Humanity Z, the demo, playing this on very high settings, gave me 62.2 FPS. I was playing iRacing Arcade, and that gave me 30 FPS, and that was high settings. Destiny 2 at very like the highest settings, 30 FPS. Call of Duty, that's Modern Warfare 3. I was playing Moshpit multiplayer, so that's 45.7 FPS. And Darklight Survival is 44.6 FPS, and that's like the highest graphics settings. Call of Duty, I think this was Warzone. I did play this on low, and then I played it at extreme, which is like the highest graphics setting. That's 77.4 FPS. Right, this one does have AI apps. Right, it says AMD chat install, and it says upload files and documents, offline privacy focused, enable features. It says how can I improve my FPS when playing Apex Legends? What should I turn on to make my graphics better? So it seems like it's a AMD chat, and it says by clicking install, you agree to comply with AMD end user agreement. So I think this is introducing your new AMD helper. So it's something to do with the Ryzen AI that this system currently have. Right. So usually when you see me with my Boss Game M5 mini desktop, I always have it like in a, what's that thing called, horizontal way, and now it's vertical. The reason why I've changed the layout is because basically I was having difficulty with the cables. The cables keep bending. Like the power cable was fine, but the display port cables were bending, and I was getting a bit worried like with the quality of the cables. So as it is now, it's slightly better because the cables are kind of all aligned, they're all straight up, and there's no bending, and it's just it's, I think it's a whole lot better in this way. Right, and I do have another monitor, and the other monitor, I wasn't actually able to see the other monitor properly because I think the other monitor, the way it's designed, is that it can go up and down, but it really can't go that high. And the other monitor is an Acer monitor. It's just a basic 1920 by 1080p monitor. It doesn't have a lot of configurations that the AOC gaming monitor has. That's the monitor you guys are looking at right now. This is a 144 hertz monitor. It's got 1920 by 1080. It also does 1440p, and it can actually go to 4K. That's the resolutions that this monitor actually has. And the basic reasoning for me is like the positioning of where it was on the desk, and where the desk is, there wasn't a lot of space to move the monitor or move my Boss Game M5 mini desktop. I told you guys I bought this for $1,800, almost 2,000 US dollars. So it came from Hong Kong. It's brand new, and I just don't want to mess around with it. So I wanted it to be in a safe environment, and I think the way it was before was fine. It was horizontal. It wasn't causing any issues, but I think as it is vertical, because I've been checking like the temperatures and stuff, and it appears like the temperature is still fine. You see, it's actually saying 38, 37 degrees Celsius. So the way this Boss Game mini desktop was designed is that it can either be horizontal or vertical. So it doesn't have to be standing up all the time. It's just that the airflow is slightly better when it's standing up. But like I said, it was causing me a few issues because the other monitor that I've got doesn't have a lot of functionality. Like I can't really move the other monitor as much as I would like to. Even though the AOC gaming monitor I think was the better monitor on the desk, but then I was just looking at it, and I kept thinking like, well, it's gonna produce more space. It's gonna be a better setting, a better setting. Like as you can see, I like the way it's laid out. The speakers right next to the boss game mini desktop, and the monitors directly above, and I can see everything and I can see what's going on, and I like the way it looks. And like I said, I've been checking on the temperatures just to make sure that the temperatures are still fine. There's nothing nothing odd going on, so I think it's okay. So basically, I've got co-parking is 100%, frequency scaling is 100%, turbo boost is 100%, performance is 100%. It says AC, and basically temperature 39-40 degrees Celsius. I did say to you guys, it never goes above this unless I'm playing games. Utilization is about 1.5%, but it does go up and down. Clock is saying 3 gigahertz, but this can actually go up to 5.15 gigahertz. So that's like turbo boost. Power right now is 18 watts, but this does fluctuate. It depends if you're playing games. VID, which is the voltage right now, is 1.107, but it is fluctuating. It's going down to about 891, I think. So it fluctuates, going up and down. High performance, maximum performance overlay. I told you guys this program is called Quick CPU. You can download this for free from the internet. And this other one, this is Omen Gaming Hub, and this is actually a boosting program. I told you if you're going to use this as a scheduler on Omen Gaming Hub, it's best to set this on every day: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Show notifications. This just shows the RAM that it's released for you, and it doesn't have a daily. It's only got a weekly and monthly. But the way I have it set is weekly, and then just select all the days, and then every day at midnight it will just release RAM, automatically cleans up the RAM for you on your system. Right, so that's how I have this set up. So like I said, it doesn't have a daily. You have to select weekly, but select every day, and then it's put three. It says 3 items has been optimized, so it's basically put 3 programs on. I think it's like it just puts them in the background basically, and then it kind of prioritizes what you want to do. It does show the CPU utilization and the RAM utilization. It shows storage, network speed, and I told you this is like a task manager. The only difference with this top processes is where you see these little circles. Try and zoom in. Where you see the little circles, they look like they've got a line going through them, like forward slash with the circle. These are very good because if you want to block an app from connecting to your Wi-Fi, you can actually do it in here. So it's not just a regular task manager where you can just close the app. You can actually block the app from connecting to the internet. So if you have an app that is quite aggressive and wanting to use your Wi-Fi, and you find like that app is causing problems when you're trying to play games, you can actually use this Omen Gaming Hub to block that app right in here. So it's quite good. It's really good. It's got all the apps. You just have to open up it says open up Task Manager, but it does open up this thing. Let me just check. Okay, it does open up Task Manager, but in here itself you can block certain apps from connecting to your Wi-Fi if you've got apps that are causing you issues, especially when you're trying to play games. Right, this is actually free to download from Microsoft Store. You can download this for free. Right, so I'm not going to enable this AMD chat as yet. I just wanted to show that I can. If you click on Discover AI Apps, it takes you to the AMD website, and in here it does have the AI apps. So if you're into artificial intelligence, you can actually get them. Here it's got Amuse, it's got Automatic, it's got Stable Diffusion, Web UI, Direct ML. So it says Amuse is easy to install implementation for Stable Diffusion with easy to use UI and direct download of popular modules from huggingface.com. And then Automatic, which is quad 1, most popular PyTorch implementation of Stable Diffusion, Stable Diffusion Web UI, Direct ML, optimized Python version of Stable Diffusion for Radeon GPUs using Direct ML. So I'm not really into the artificial intelligence stuff, but I'm sure if you guys are into this stuff, it says generative AI visual. It's got generative AI LLM, large language models. It's got creators. So if you go to this one, to the LLM, not the visual, it's got LM Studios, easy install, fully accelerated offline application. Then it's got Olama, which is OLLAMA, and it says optimized for AMD Radeon to run Llama 2, Code Llama, and other modules. And then you got Creator, and Creator's got Adobe Creative Cloud, Adobe Premiere, Photoshop, Lightroom, and After Effects from Adobe, featuring online, Firefly, and offline neutral filters features. Blackmagic DaVinci Resolve Studio 18.6, editing, color correction, visual effects, motion graphics, and audio post-production, all in one software tool with powerful neural engine acceleration via DirectML DaVinci Resolve Studio only. And then it's got Topaz Labs. This Topaz is TOPAZ. Labs is LABS. And then it says AI, artificial intelligence powered photo and video enhancement software for professionals and optimized for radio. So it's got Creator, it's got generative AI LLM, which is large language models, and it's got visuals. So if you guys are into this stuff, then basically this is the place for you guys to come into, and you can basically download as many AI apps as you want. Like I said, it does take you straight into the website. So right, that's Steam over there. Let me see, where was I? Right, so like I said, if you do tap on Discover AI apps, it takes you directly to the website. Right, so in gaming here, I'm just going to refresh this to see if there's any other games that I may have not taken in. It does show the FPS counts, but for Fortnite, I was playing that on very high graphics. I was playing it on Epic, then I changed it to very high graphics. It's 29 FPS, but basically you have to remember that it did start off with DirectX 12, so I did have to change it to DirectX 11, but I was still playing it on very high graphics settings. 3D Mark demo, I think this was Nomad. It gave me 30 FPS, but it was running on very high graphics settings. I didn't check the resolution that it was actually using. Apex Legends, I got 30 FPS, but you have to remember I was playing that on very high graphics settings. Battlefield 6, which is the RedSec, I got 82.2 FPS, and I was playing this on Overkill, which is the highest graphics settings. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, 77.4 FPS, and that's very high settings. Modern Warfare 3, and that's Call of Duty, that's on extreme graphics, 47.7 FPS. Counter-Strike 2, this is on very high graphics, and this is 214.6 FPS, and you have to remember that's the highest graphics settings. Dark Light Survivor, this is just a demo. I played this on the highest graphics settings. I got 44.6 FPS. iRacing Arcade demo, I got 30 FPS, and that's on the highest graphics settings. Humanit Z, which is HUMANIT and then Z. That's just a demo. I played this on very high graphic settings. I got 62.2 FPS. Star Wars Outlaws demo. It's just a demo. I was playing this with ray tracing enabled, and very high graphic settings. I got 73.8 FPS. Terra Tech Legion demo. I got 173.2 FPS, and that's on high graphic settings. Off the Grid, and this is on the highest graphic settings. I think that's like ultra. I got 56.6 FPS. War Robots, and this is on the highest graphic setting, high graphics with 60 FPS. I got 73.4 FPS. Right, so going to graphics. Graphics I'm using default. I told you I used to use HyperX in quality, but I kind of got bored because there's not much flexibility with HyperX in quality. So I went to default. HyperX Echo is if you got a laptop with a battery. Mine is a mini desktop. It doesn't have a battery. It's just direct to power. So that's default. Then custom. It says custom because I changed a few settings. Radeon Super Resolution is disabled. AMD Fluid Motion Frames 2.1 is enabled. Search mode is auto, but I'm going to change this to high because I use auto. It's not really giving me good results, so I'm going to change that to high. And then performance mode is performance. Fast motion response. It has repeat frame and blended frame. I don't know what the differences are, so I just left it on repeat frame. Radeon anti-lag is disabled. Radeon boost is disabled. Radeon chill is enabled, and idle FPS is 30. FPS peak FPS is 60. Radeon image sharpening is enabled, and sharpness is set to 10. It was on 80. I changed that from 80% down to 10%. Wait for vertical refresh. I used to have that on, but a lot of people on YouTube said not to have it on because it does limit your FPS. So I have it off unless application specifies. Games like Apex Legends usually has its own refresh thing, vertical refresh that it's got on its own. Right. Maximum FPS is okay. It says frame rate target control is enabled. Maximum FPS is 50. I tried to set it on 60, but it won't let me set it on 60, so I just put it 58, 50. But I could try. You see, it doesn't go up to 60. It kind of takes it up to 61. So I could just leave it on 61. The 61 isn't like a limit. It's just like a above. So maybe that's why it's above 60. I tried to set it to 60, but it won't let me. Right. Then anti-aliasing use application setting. Anti-aliasing method is multi-sampling. Morphological anti-aliasing is disabled. Anti-traffic filtering is enabled. Anti-traffic filtering level. Anti-traffic filtering level is 16 times. Texture filtering quality is performance, set to performance, and surface format optimization is enabled. Tessellation mode is AMD optimized. OpenGL triple buffering is disabled. I told you guys never to use this because it will cause lag in your game. Even if you got a gaming laptop, don't use OpenGL triple buffering. I think this is used for those retro games, not for AAA games. Right, this was set to 8-bit pixel format. I changed it to 10-bit pixel format, so that's enabled. Mine is set to 10-bit, right? Not 8-bit. I changed it to 10. Reset shader cache. I told you if you play a lot of Call of Duty games, do not play around with the shader cache. I know a lot of people think it will release memory or something, but it does mess up your shader. And a lot of games like I think Star Wars Outlaws, Call of Duty games, Battlefield 6 do use shaders. So if you go about resetting your shaders all the time, you mess up your gameplay. I'm just saying. Right, so performance, it's got metrics and all that stuff. I've turned off the metrics because it was like there's certain games I couldn't see what I was doing in the game. So I turned that off. It does have the game detection. But because it appears right there in the middle, it's kind of hard to play certain games. If it was on the top, if it appeared on the top, it would be a whole lot better. But it's right there, so it's kind of difficult. I mean, it says top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, then custom. I don't know what custom would be. What is the custom? So if I enable it, can I move it around? You see, so you can't move the thing. I don't know why it says custom. So if I say custom, bottom right, it goes to the bottom right. I don't know if that would work right in games. With it being right there, I'm wondering. Or bottom left, it goes to left over there. I think I would just really realistically leave it where it's supposed to be here, but just turn it off because, like I said, it does disturb a lot, especially when you're playing games. It's very difficult to see some of the game and settings. Very hard to see what's going on. And anyway, I'm going to get the FPS when I finish playing the game by coming back into AMD software, so I don't see the point. This has got tuning, that's TUNING, and it's got variable graphics memory, custom selector and amount below. It's got minimum, that's 8 gig, medium is 16, high is 32, but I use my own, so dedicated graphics memory set to 96. This does start from 0.5 gigabyte, 1 gig, 2 gig, 4 gig, 8 gig, 16 gig, 32 gig, 8 gig, 16 gig, 32 gigabyte, 64 gig, and 96 gigabyte. I selected the highest. Remaining system memory is 32 gigs. I didn't see a difference between the 96 and the 64, the 32 or the 16. But basically, I just left it on 96 because a lot of games do use above 8 gigs of VRAM, and some games actually go above 16. So it's very it's just the best. I'm just happy that I was able to buy the 128 gigabyte model, because I can just put a 96 there and that's it, right? Like I said, certain games do use more than 16 gigs of VRAM. Some games actually use more. Right. So like I was just testing a few of the games. My cores are unpacked. This is just saying at the moment 41 degrees, 42 degrees Celsius. Gonna go back into here. I think I was in Steam last time. Right. So games I haven't played yet that I want to just. These are just games I'm gonna go through quickly. I'm not really gonna play them as much. I just want to go through like just play like 5 minutes of the game and then come out of the game. The reason for this is I'm gonna play it properly later. I've made a lot of videos today and I just want to take a break. But it's not just that. It's the basic factor is that these games would not work on my Pro Desk, which is the HP Pro Desk, the other mini PC that I've got. So I just want to see how they run on the Boss Game M5 mini desktop. I know they're different. The Pro Desk is Ryzen 5 Pro with 2400 GE. It's got Radeon Vega 11 graphics and it's got 8 gigabyte RAM. It's got two slots. It's upgradable to 32 gig. It's got 256 gigabyte SSD. It's upgradable as well. The slot is upgradable. It's not soldered. You can change SSD. It does use a desktop CPU. That's the other good thing about it. Made a video actually removing the desktop CPU in this, and it does use second generation and third generation Ryzen desktop CPUs, but it will not use anything above the third generation. It's a AM4 socket, but it will not go above the third generation. So the good thing about it, even though it's Ryzen 5 Pro and it's got a 2400 GE, which only uses 35 watts, by the way, if I was to be able to find another processor that actually uses 65 watts and it's a third generation Ryzen processor, desktop processor with the AM4 socket, because most of them are AM4, it's just that it needs to be the actual third generation. And if I did get a good, really good desktop CPU, it will actually work in the system. So that's why I like the Pro Desk. It may be old and okay, fine. I only bought it for $98 from eBay, but still, the factor that you can change the desktop CPUs is a good thing. You know, it's like you can upgrade it. So the one I've got right now is 35 watts, but you can, if you do upgrade it to a 65 watt processor and it's a third gen and it's something that's really good and it's got good integrated graphics, then you're on your way. I think on the HP Pro Desk, there's the other one, the 705 G5 or something. That one is like mine, but you can actually buy separately. Normally, it doesn't come with the graphics card, but it does have its own graphic card, which is the RX 560, which has got 4 gigs of VRAM. And if you're able to buy the 705 HP Pro Desk, which I think is a G5. If you get that one, it actually does have a slot where you can put a PCIe, I think it's like a graphics card in it, but it's got its special graphics card, and you can only buy this graphics card from like AliExpress or from eBay. If you get lucky, you can get the graphics card, and then you just have to buy the heatsink because it needs a heatsink. And once you get the heatsink, then basically you can obviously use it. You can then use the graphic card in your system. So this is the good thing about the Pro Desk. The Pro Desk does have that ability. So the Pro Desk does have that ability, and then basically you can definitely the Pro Desk definitely can have its own. It has its own graphics card. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say, and you can definitely use. I think I've got a picture of the graphics card, so I'll see if I can produce it. But it does have its own. Like I said, the Pro Desk that I've got doesn't come with its own graphics card. But there is another Pro Desk that it's a 705. Mine is the 405, and mine does not have the graphics card that you could just easily place in the. You see, The 405 is the one I've got. It doesn't come with the PCI slot, so you cannot put the graphics card into it. It's just got space for the SSD, Wi-Fi card. There's a thing at the back of it that you can change. I think that's the HDMI or something like that. And then that's basically it. That's all you can do with mine. But there is this a different HP Pro Desk, which is the 705, which is the, I think it's also called the G5, but it's the 705 Pro Desk. If you buy that one from eBay, it costs roughly the same price as this one. You see, it's just that I didn't know, lack of knowledge, you know. So if I'd known that that one is better, I would have bought the 705. So I didn't know. So I bought the 405, and mine, unfortunately, cannot have, it doesn't support the graphics card. But the graphics card is not like a desktop graphics card. It's one of those old style MXM cards, if you know the kind of card I'm talking about. Right, you know what? I'm not actually playing a game, so let me go into the thing. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because I think the issue is, if I just keep talking about it, then you'll never know what I'm trying to say. So I'll go into eBay, and I will try to find the Pro Desk that I'm talking about. So this is eBay. I'm not yet playing games. It is set up for games, but I'm just gonna try and find it here. So it's the Pro Desk, and this is a 705, and we'll see if we can just get it right. So it does come with different variations, and the first variation is the one that's standing up. I think, okay, no, that's the Pro Desk 400. This is the Pro Desk 800. It's kind of thicker, but the one you would want is the 705. Yeah, this one. Now this one is it looks exactly like mine, but the difference with this one is that you can actually have a graphics card installed on this one. Now this one goes for $89, and it also comes with the better version of mine, which is the Ryzen 5 Pro 2400G. The G difference with mine is GE. Mine is 35 watt desktop CPU. This is the G. This is the 65 watt CPU. Right. So the other thing is, if I can just place this here, and then I'm going to, because this does come with RX card. I just want to find the card. So it's called the RX 560, and it should be with this one, but I don't know if it's gonna appear with on eBay or not. So you see, so even there they're talking about it. HP Elite Desk 705 G4 upgrade to RX 560 worth it. So that's actually on Reddit, and as you can see that they're actually discussing it. So there you go. So like I said, the HP Elite Desk 705 G4, like this one, I think this is a similar. Yeah, that's the Elite Desk G4. You can actually upgrade it to an RX 560 with the. It's like a. It's not really an integrated card. It's more or less like right. Let me go back to eBay, because I know on eBay it will show up. Because if I just keep talking about it, there's no point. So I'll just show it here. Let's see if it does produce it, because it is the actual graphics card. It's just showing at the moment the PC. So I think I need to actually type graphics card, and I'll show you what it's actually like. It's not a PC desktop type of graphics card. It's actually I can't find it here. I think, let me take this portion out and see if it will show me the different types. You see, it does come, it will look like this one, except it won't have the fan. You understand? So it won't have this fan thing on it. It's a different type. I'll try and find out if I can just get it, and then I'll show you guys what it actually looks like. Right, so if I can find it, it's not showing up at the moment. Right, so maybe it's the way I've put it in. Right, let me type it in a different way. Maybe if I type it as GPU, it might, you know, sometimes it can be bought as well. So it could be that someone has bought it. It's not this type. All of these are just basically the basic desktop GPUs. the one that I'm looking for would look more or less like yeah, it would resemble. Wait, I think I found it in a second. It would look like this one. It would look like this. It looks like this, like a graphic. It's like this, like a graphics card, and this thing would go into a. This would go into your into this system. But the one that I'm looking for specifically doesn't look like this. It's just that I can't actually find out where it is. I think the other thing I could do here is let me just type in a different way and see if it does produce it. Right, so it would look, you know, the odd thing is I did find it last time. I did see it. You know what? Let me just remove where it says GPU. I just want to see if I can find it because I did find it last time. But now, you know, that's why I'm saying it's very rare to find that card. Yeah, there it is. That's the card. So this is what the card should look like. And if you buy this, this is the HP Elite Desk 705 G4 Mini PC with the AMD Ryzen 5 Pro 2400G 8 gig 256 gigabyte NVMe Wi-Fi including PSU. That's $89, right? And if you buy this graphic card, then this card is the one. It's the Radeon RX 560 4 gig. That's the one you need to buy, and it will fit in this. I'm just saying, if you guys are into all this mini desktop stuff and you just want something tiny, something that can play games, and something to put into your system, or you know, something to do, then obviously this is a good thing to buy. You can also buy these big ones. These ones you can easily put I think they call them low profile cards inside these, because these are like basically PCs, but they're much smaller than a PC. Yeah, and this does cost slightly more, so that's $180. But these ones you would be able to put the low profile graphics cards, so you'd be able to buy something better, and then you can put a better graphics card into this one. This one is slightly better because these, remember, these are slim. These are much slimmer. You can't put a full graphics card in this, but in this one you can actually put a low profile graphics card. So I think, let me jump to eBay again. Yeah, I got eBay already there. And so basically, so if you say graphics card, and you'd need to also buy another PSU that supports the graphics card, and then you just say low profile. And the low profile graphics cards are the ones that you'd use in those desktops. So this is the type you'd need. That's what you'd be buying. And because these ones do support, well, they don't need power from your system, you see. So that's the other reason why you need a low profile graphics card. And you see that they're really cheap. This has got 2 gigabyte GDR5, that's a Quadro P600, and it's only $17, quite cheap. And they're just various different types. There's a GeForce GT 1030 2 gigabyte, that's $29. And it just varies with what you can afford. And obviously, if you can afford something better, then you get the Radeon Pro WX 3200 4 gigabyte GDDR5 low profile graphics card, and that's a mini display port, and it's $50. So I think, as if you want something better, then you just have to pay more, slightly more for it, but it has to fit into your system. You can get a GTX 1050. This is overclocking one, 2 gigabyte, but that's $65. I wouldn't buy 1050. I don't like the 1050s. There's an Intel Arc, and this one is a Sparkle, and this is a low profile graphics card. But you'd also have to make sure that this is compatible with your system, because a lot of these desktops are actually AMD. They're not Intel, unless you do actually, I mean, if you do buy an Intel. So what I'm talking about is this one. If this, yeah, okay, this is Intel. This is i5 Intel. So this would be compatible with that graphics card that I'm looking at. Let's see, where is the graphics cards? Yeah, so these graphics cards would be compatible with this system, because this is Intel, so it would work. So you'd basically be able to buy something slightly better. You could get this one. That's $108.50. Sparkle Intel Arc A310 Echo 4 gigabyte DDR6 graphics card. It's got HDMI 2x mini DP DisplayPort, low profile, but that's $108. So what I'm saying is you have to get the low profile cards. These are much smaller, but doesn't mean that they've got less power. Just depends how much you're willing to spend. And if you can get a really good card, you can just buy that cheap system, get a cheap graphics card, stick it in, and you've got a gaming. I mean, you wouldn't have something that's powerful, but you'd have something at least that's better. Like this one as well. It's a Pulse AMD Radeon RX 6400 with 4 gigabyte GDR6, and this is low profile GPU graphics card. That's a new one, 186. I think that's a good card, RX 6400. You see, so if you get this card, buy that for 186, get this for 180. Basically, you have a gaming setup. This comes with RAM, this comes with the SSD. It's definitely going to come with Wi-Fi. It's got Type-C, it's got everything installed on it. Probably going to come with Windows 11 because a lot of them do come with Windows 11. And all you have to do is buy the low profile graphics card like this one. And Bob's your uncle, stick this into your system, you know, and you've got a full-fledged gaming system, gaming desktop. I mean, it just goes with what you want to do. If you want to build your own PC, you could probably build one. I'm not saying you couldn't build, you could probably build one. I'm just saying. Right, so let's see, where are we? Okay, I was just talking about all that stuff. I myself, I'm not good at building PCs, so I just prefer to buy the system directly and then play with it. Right, so like I said, I was just going to jump into a few games because these games weren't working on my other system on the Pro Desk. I did try to play them. The games that I'm going to test is Eastern Era. I'm going to also play, wait, where's the other one? Yeah, this Legend of Khiimori. Eastern Era and Khiimori, because I did try these before in the Pro Desk and they did work. If I say they didn't work, that would be like saying they don't work. They do work, but they didn't play. What can I say? They were quite. They were playing on very low graphics, and they were quite difficult to play as well. So it was a weird type of situation with the Pro Desk. So I want to try these on my thingy. What this M5. So first game I'm gonna try is the Legend of Khiimori, because this one it loaded. I wouldn't say it didn't load. It did load on the Pro Desk because I got Pro Desk 4 or 5. Told you guys I got a mini desktop. I got two of them. I got a mini desktop and I got a mini PC. So the mini PC is the HP Pro Desk 405, and it's the G4, and it's the one with the Ryzen 5 Pro. Ryzen 5 Pro, and it's got the 2400GE. Then it's got integrated graphics, which is the Radeon Vega 11 graphics. And so basically mine I could say is just like right, let's go into the video. It says resolution is 1920 by 1080. It says display mode is borderless full screen. VSync is off. Gamma is 2.2. Night brightness is bright. It says fog density is regular. UI scale is 1.0. Upscaling is TSR. And then it says auto set quality. Right. So let me just see what this is. It says minimal graphics mode is off, and then quality preset is high. And then it says show advanced, and its shadow quality is high. What's this minimal graphics mode? So I don't know what this is. Remember, this is just a demo. Wait, minimal graphics mode is on. Okay, so if you set this off, it then sets the graphics preset to high. Okay, I get it now. I understand why it was off. Right, so like I said, this wasn't working properly. It did work, but it just didn't work the way I wanted it to on my Pro Desk. It did function. You understand? It did function. It just didn't. What's the word I'm looking for? it was working, it was playing the game, but the graphics were very low. It was stuttering. It was like a mess. If I have to be honest, Radeon Vega 11 graphics are not good for this type of game. So if you're thinking of buying a mini desktop to play this kind of game, I would suggest you either buy a buy the 405 maybe. Right. Let's see. Stop. Pause. Stop. Move faster. Gallop. Shift. Okay. So this guy needs to drink some water. So what's the galloping? What do I do with galloping?
Go down.
Oh, you can get off. Oh, cool. So this is the Legend of Khiimori, and as you can see, this graphic preset is set to high. And I gotta say that with this system, I do have this set to 96 gigabyte VRAM, so the dedicated memory in this is very high. And the other thing is as well is that it says set up camp, missing nomad camping kit. Right, so this is just a demo, it's not the full game. This is the Legend of Khiimori. Like I said, I just wanted to do a quick test to see if how it runs on my system. And this is the boss game, M5 mini desktop with Ryzen AI Max Plus 395 with Radeon 8060S graphics. And of course, I'm using the 96. Mine is the 128 gigabyte model. So I'm using the, right, let me get back on the horse. Right, so the horse needs a bit of water. So hopefully this time, man, I wish I could compare the differences between the Pro Desk with the Radeon Vega 11. I mean, at least I could actually play the game, but boy, you could not control the horse like this. It was, when I say a mess, I mean like it just wasn't playing the way I wanted it to play. Right, it says the horse needs water. I don't know what to press for me to gallop. Right, it says Tenska Meadow or something. But this is actually playing on high graphics settings. So it is doing quite well. Right, it says horse K is Q, shift is sprinting. Alright, so I press downwards on the left thumbstick. Now I'm sprinting with the horse. Oh, cool. I'm using this for Windows, so I did change it to the mouse and keyboard and mouse. Right, so I need this horse to drink. You're currently riding over difficult ground, increasing the horse's chance. Okay, can you stop? How do I stop the horse? I need the horse to drink water. Ah, man. Your horse's chances to stumble. Right, close. Oh wow, jumping with the horse. Right, so I need to press my keyboard. Right, says your horse is dirty. This will reduce the horse's mode over time. Brush your horse or ride through water to clean it. Oh, right, okay, cool. So I'm riding through the water. My keyboard is quite close to me, so I'm just using the keyboard. But I just wanted the horse to drink water. I don't know how to get it to drink water. Right, so this is like a river. I think there's more water on this section here. Right, so they're saying the horse is dirty. I need to ride through the river or something. I wanted the horse to drink water, so I don't know how to make it drink water. So I'm gonna go through the river. It said to move through the river, and the horse will like wash itself. So graphically, this is playing really well. Unfortunately, like I said, I had to remove, it says Sarani Lake. I had to remove the FPS counter because, like I said, the FPS counter was just, riding upper slope is more stressful on your horse. Slopes drain stamina faster and reduces speed. Right, okay, so how do I get the horse to drink water then? That's what I don't understand about this thing. Okay, so I have to go around then, right? Like I said, this is just a demo. I want the horse to drink water, so I don't know what to do. So I'm just gonna press to jump. Okay. The DS4 Windows, the profile I'm using is called keyboard and mouse. So it translates the keyboard and makes it into like a keyboard and mouse. So that's what this is like registering right now. It thinks I'm using a keyboard and mouse. Right, so how do I get this horse to stop and to drink the water? Drink water. Stop. Why do you press for this horse to stop? I just thought, I'm really like, the horse is just moving. I can't make it stop. Like, okay, let's see if I can jump off the horse. Will the horse then stop? Right, there you go. Let's see. Is the horse gonna drink? Can I get some water? How do I collect the water then? It says crafting is C and map is M. Call horse is Q. So crafting, let's go for map. Map is M. So there's the map. That's where I am with the horse. That's a lake, Sarani Lake. I've come up from the campsite. I've come through Tuscany Meadow. It says handbook, crafting, horse, map, inventory. This is 1 and 3. Right, so it says close, legend, journal, focus, player, edit, route. Right, so it seems like there's a route somewhere over here. Right, so it wants me to go to this track and untrack all. So how do I get this? So I press F. Right, so how do I get to it then? Okay, so F is to track on it. All right, I get this. Then it says edit route is shift. Right, where are we? Okay, there I am with the horse. I took it to the river, but I just didn't see the point. So, right, so it wants me to go to that location, I think. Right, I'm gonna mount the horse. I'm using a DualSense controller just to show you that it's real. You see? DualSense controller, so no keyboard and mouse type thing. Right, I don't want to go into the ocean thing. It did say the horse was dirty. So how does horse drink then? Water. That's why I came here. I thought the horse wanted to drink water because it said the mood was kind of low. Is he not going to drink the water? He's not going to stop either. This is a bit pointless. He needs water, but there's water everywhere. There's water everywhere, right round us. There's water. Oh boy, it says crafting is C. What am I supposed to craft? Am I supposed to craft something? No recipe learned. Various merchants sell these. If your career rank is high enough. What's this? Consumer. I think that's care. It says hunting. It says misc. Right. Okay. So how do I close this? It says escape. So how do I press escape? What's the escape button? Right. You can actually assign buttons. Okay. So these aren't doing anything. I want to show you guys something. So let's say I press Windows like this. So escape, right? I go into this, you see the keyboard and mouse, I go into profiles. I just have to select my keyboard and mouse control, and then I have to click on edit. I'm going to select the escape button as as the right button. No, the left, this one as the top, and then I just have to select escape and then save. That's all I've got to do. Get back in the game, and now you see, and it works. That's how it works. So you can actually save. You can save actual in real time. I can change what the buttons do in DS4 Windows, and then I can save what the button does. So I've already assigned on the D-pad the up button to escape. Right. So I don't know how to get this horse to drink water. Am I supposed to create something? Right. So I'm supposed to go somewhere. Right, let's see where we're supposed to be going to. Right, so I'm just gonna be riding.